Hi guys. Those of you who follow me, you see my MGTOW messages and things like that. I am MGTOW. I've always been MGTOW in my mindset for the past maybe 10, 15 years. And it's only in the past 5 or 6 years I've encountered like the terminology MGTOW and realized, hey, my mindset is aligned with that. I am not extreme. I'm not monk. I do want to be in a relationship with a woman or get married and have a wife and have a family. But I took the time with the midtown mindset to develop all the aspects of my eight healths. And now, with the same midtown mindset, I went outside this country. I live in the United States and found me a foreign wife. I didn't go to Thailand. I didn't go to the Philippines, like, Zoom to Thailand and some of the other people online that's gone and posted videos and are getting a shitload of hate mail for doing things like that from women. I went to Africa. And to make a long story short, I found an African wife that's 22 years old. I'm married to her based on their common law ritualistic type stuff, but not legally by any government standards. Because she's considered my wife by her friends and family now, she carries herself as such. And today she blew me away. She's in school studying English and she lives on campus where she only comes home on Sunday. Today is Sunday. So I'm texting her and I asked her when is she going back to school. She said I'll be going back to school. I'll wake up early in the morning, catch the bus and go back to school. And from the bus, I'll go straight to class. Because this was her first week there, I don't really know how their system works. So I asked, are you allowed to stay on campus, go to campus tonight? She said, yes, I can go to campus tonight. Is that what you want me to do? I'll leave right now. Because she's 7 hours ahead of me. So it's evening there or afternoon there and it gets dark early. So it threw me for a loop because it's a text. So I don't know if she's challenging me or has an attitude or anything like that. So because I have a MGTOW mindset, but I also have trauma of dealing with Western women, I brace myself for an argument, but I say, let me take a leap of faith in their culture and in her and in myself. And I said, yes, I want you to go back to campus tonight. She said, okay. 10 minutes later, she sent me a text. She said, I'm on the bus. I won't be able to contact you until I get to school because I don't have any internet while traveling. About 2 hours later, she video called me and said, hey, I'm back on campus. I said, great, I'm still doing some work. Let's continue texting. I text her and I say, hey, thanks. I'm glad you went back to school tonight. That way you can get a good night's sleep. You don't have to get up extra early and you don't have to try and catch a rush and catch a bus and risk getting to school late. She say, yeah, you're correct. When I was finished doing what I was doing, we communicated video call for a little bit longer. She went to bed because it was late there. And I sat back in this chair and Ephesians 5:22 came to mind. Wives, obey your husbands as you obey the Lord. And that threw me for, and I said wives. It didn't say women. So, and that's a biblical text from Ephesians. So, usually you'll look at my videos and I tend to quote Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and kind of lean heavily towards the Eastern philosophies. But in reality, I do follow all the religions because all the religions, I don't go to the churches and the synagogues and mosques and all that, but I follow the teachings because all the teachings come to the same conclusion in religion: serve God. All of them say the same thing: serve God. How you go about doing it is your business. You could do it in Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, however you choose to serve God, that's your business, not mine. So that quote came to me, and I said, "Wow, I really have a wife, and these foreign women from third world countries are wives." And I started reflecting on women here in the United States as to why that is, and I realized that the women in America or in Western society are woke and all this other stuff, strong, independent black women, because I favor black women, but strong, independent women, if you want to make it more general, um, to me, from based on all my studies, 'cause I have a master's degree in organizational psychology and business development. Um, Women today, modern women, woke modern women, are better employees. They're better employers. They're better entrepreneurs. But they could never be better wives. They can never be wives when 99% of their focus is on being employees, employers, chasing the bag, going to college for education to chase the bag, and to find financial security within themselves, being independent. And so you ladies out there, if you're gonna come at me and say, "Hey, we don't like strong, independent women," no, we don't, and we can't handle strong, independent women. Yes, we can. We choose not to, because we want peace. We don't want a fight. We don't want to always be in competition with you. We want peace in the home, not war. We deal with all that shit in the workforce. We don't need to deal with it at home. So you could save that argument for someone who is less educated or less smart or has no common sense at all, or for a simp or whatever you want to call them. Um, but I do see the hate that comes to Zoom to Thailand, where he talks about this woman L that cuts his nails and all this other stuff. The woman, my wife, tried to cut my nails and wouldn't leave me alone until my nails were cut. I'm just traumatized from childhood from getting my nails cut kind of rough by my my guitar teacher. So I cut my after she hassled me for like a day or two, keep coming back to me about cutting these nails and trying to cut my nails. I took the nail clippers and cut my nails myself, and she didn't bother me after that. But she cooked for me, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She washed my clothes. She kept the place clean on a daily basis. She washed my clothes by hand. Videos like that I'll try and post at the end of this. You take it and rub it like this, and I'll put some of that at the end of the video, of this video. I'm trying to keep it low. She was glad to do those things without expecting anything in return. I was able to give her my money because, based on all the religions in the world, my money is her money, her money is her money. I was able to give her my money, and she never abused it, and she was able to take care of my needs. So when it was time, when she wanted something, or I see her looking at something, wanting it, it was nothing for me to buy it. Even though I could afford it, I didn't buy it because I could afford it. I bought it because she earned it, and I wanted to do it for her because it was my duty, because she's my wife, to make sure she's happy. By God's law, it's my duty to make sure she's happy. So I bought her the new clothes that she was never able to have. I got her some sapphire earrings. It was like $500 because Madagascar is the largest supplier of sapphires to the world, and the Malagasy people don't have access to it because they can't afford it. She chose sapphires that she liked, and I mounted it on 18 karat gold. And I'll post pictures as well at the end. And she didn't come, and she chose the cheaper of she chose the sapphire she liked and not the ones that was most expensive. And that to me is a great wife, great woman. She chose what she liked and didn't get greedy over the fact that she could have more. And that really touched me here. Something a Western woman would probably go for the most expensive shit. I've seen that. I've experienced that myself. And although I've never been traumatized by a relationship by women, I didn't have my shit taken from me. I didn't have any of that crazy stuff happening. I did encounter in the dating world and in general Western women, to be more suitable to be employees, employers, partners, etc. If you like the video, subscribe, ask questions in the comment section down below. Those of you who think I ain't shit for going overseas, I'm happy you're not. You deal with your business, with whatever makes you happy. I dealt with what made me happy, and I got some validation that the choice I made, at least now, is correct. But I still have the MGTOW mindset, and I'm always going to have that mindset. I'm still not going to take shit, and if I have to correct some things along the way with her, and she chooses to ignore it, then I have no problems going my own way physically and splitting whatever has to be split legally. When I get married, I'll have the prenup in place. etc. More as an insurance policy, and I could talk more about that if you with me about that. People get insurance on their cars, not expecting to go out there, go and get in an accident. It's just in case. You guys have a good day, and look at some of the videos after this, validating some of the stuff.